are you doing on that?
All right, so this is from Super Attractor Gabriella Bernstein. One of the cards. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. After she read that, I was like, oh, I want to know where that is, take a picture, and then I have the card here sitting here. It was meant to be. So any reflection around that statement, or maybe some first nudges that maybe happened after you heard it?
So I have something just looking at the picture. So here's the picture for the replay and for you,
Oh, yeah.
Kel. Like looking at this and reading it, I think of the saying, being between a rock and a hard place. Like that's actually what came to mind looking at this picture. Which makes me go, yeah, get yourself in alignment to be living and acting in accordance to my beliefs, and trust that everything is working out for me, even when I'm unsure of all the controlling details that I love generally. But like that's the first thing I thought, a rock in a hard place in this picture, and I was like, that's definitely the mindset I want to move away from. So that was just my aha.
That's a good one.
Yeah, for me, trust is always a big one. And this one I see it more as trusting in God, that all is for my good and all will work out. And I don't know how or when or what, but trusting that I can handle what comes. So that's trusting in me, and trusting in God that whatever does come is for my best and for my good. And I might find out why it was for my good, or I might not. And just continuing to trust. I don't know if everybody believes this, but I believe that I'm never going to be given anything that's too hard for me to do. And sometimes that is hard to believe or trust, to believe, because sometimes things are pretty stinking hard. And so that's also a time for me to humble myself and lean on the Lord and trust that it's not too hard when I have Him helping me. But then also, I think that sometimes we make things hard on ourselves, and he didn't bring us that challenge. We brought ourselves that challenge, and that might not have the promise that it won't be too hard. So it's still trusting in those moments as well, that He has us and He wants our best, and that's been a challenge for me lately, to lean on Him, because I have a tendency to have this expectation that if I'm not doing anything bad or wrong, then why would bad things happen? And bad things still happen. and they happen to everyone, even people who are doing much better than I. So, so it's just, you know, keeping that all in mind and, you know, trusting more.
Yes, agreed. Absolutely. I feel as though this is exactly what I needed today when Becky shared it earlier, and as a great reminder of continuously living and acting, not occasionally living and acting in alignment and trusting. So it is a 24/7 job, right? This is what we're doing. This is what we should be in the space. So I love how that came together. So any last magic sharing for the next 30 seconds or so? Awesome. Well, I'm gonna close us out by reading it one more time for our people who are listening in. So from the super attractor Gabrielle Bernstein deck of cards, when I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. And with that, we will see you again.